places that give us space to support the arts. Our next reader is Sherry Brown, who was born and raised in San Diego, which is a unicorn. She is the wife, a mom of 4 young adult children, and has 5 little granddarlings. She currently helps run a medical clinic, is a high school counselor, a college professor, and, because you can't have it all, owns a head lice removal company with her daughter. However, this is important to note, these things do not define her. She only identifies as one thing, and that is as a daughter. Please, let's welcome Sherry.
Hi, everybody. As you said, my name is Sherry Brown, and my story is going to be a little different than his. It's going to be a personal one. So it starts back in 2008. In 2008, in January, my father passed away, and I had just got a relationship with him. We didn't really have any kind of relationship before that. So we spent time together. A lot of healing and forgiveness took place, which was incredible. And then he suddenly had a heart attack and passed away. And then my oldest son left to Iraq, and he was my baby. I was a teen mom when I had him, so we kind of grew up together, which was cool until he left. And then my grandmother, who lived with me for 7 years, suddenly passed, or had to move out, and because she got Alzheimer's really bad. So all of a sudden, I had all this loss, and I didn't know how to handle it. I was always kind of a happy-go-lucky person, and when this loss hit, I went through this depression that I had never known to exist. I heard of people being depressed, but always kind of had a mindset, well, if you cry a river, build a bridge, you could just get over it, so easy, until I hit this depression. And then I thought, what a stupid thing to have thought, because I couldn't even pick up a tool. I mean, it was debilitating. So for 2 whole years, 2008 to 2010, I was stuck in a deep, dark pit that I just felt like hopeless. I was married, and I still had 3 younger children at the house, but I didn't want to be a mom anymore. I didn't want to be a wife. I just wanted to completely check out of life. And I didn't know how to do that. So I started drinking a lot to numb the pain, and it turned into going out and just never wanting to be home and just in my own world. So pretty soon I was living a totally double life. My husband was so amazing. He stayed home and watched the kids, took them to and from places, and wanted the best for me, but he didn't try to force me to change. He just kind of let me go through this process for 2 years. And then finally, I had met this lady who actually offered to pray for me, which is where the pilgrimage comes in. And I kept telling her, no, I don't need prayer, I'm fine. And this one day, I was getting ready to end my life because I just couldn't take another day. So I drove up on this mountain, and I was high up, and I just remember going, okay, just one crank to this way, left, and off the mountain I go, and it's over. This is going to be easy. And so I just was hanging on to the wheel, and my phone rings, and I was always trying to help other people, but I was stuck in such a place where I couldn't help myself, but I still wanted to help other people. So my phone rings, I don't recognize the number, and I'm thinking, okay, surely it's somebody who needs help. So I answer the phone, and it ends up being that lady who offered to pray for me, and I never gave my phone number ever. So she said, what are you doing right now? And I was like, I'm not going to tell her I'm about to drive off a cliff. And I'm like, nothing. And so she begins to talk to me, and I heard she had prayed for my friend that had seizures, and I heard she was a nice person, so I said, I've got all these other friends you could pray for. And I heard this loud voice, in my head, that just said, tell her to pray for you. And I was like, no. And I'm kind of talking to her, trying to figure out why she's calling me, and I hear it again, tell her to pray for you, and I'm like, no. And I hear it one more time, and I think, what the heck? I've got nothing to lose. I'm about to lose my life. If this lady wants to pray for me so bad, and somehow, some way, this prayer can help me not die and change my life, then I'll give it a shot. So I said, could you possibly pray for somebody who doesn't want to tell you anything about their life? Can you just do that? She said, sure, because it's not even me. And I said, okay, you could pray for me. And so she asked if I could be at her house in 2 hours, and I said yes. And so I went to her house, and I said, listen, I've got ADHD now, I'm an alcoholic, I am so, I just started reading off all these things that had become wrong with me during these 2 years. And I said, I can't close my eyes and pray and hold your hands and pray with you for hours or whatever you're trying to do. And she says, no, you can keep your eyes open and look at me. And so she prays for me, and as she's praying, I'm just feeling lighter and lighter and lighter. There's no other way to describe the feeling that I was feeling. And when the last part of her prayer, all of a sudden I felt like I went to her house with just chains around my neck and just in bondage. And all of a sudden it was like the chains were on the ground, and I had these keys that I was free for the first time. And I remember just going, wait, the sky is blue and the grass is green. What, I didn't see color for 2 years, so it was like, this is amazing. And all of a sudden I was so excited to actually live. And so I was just it was like night and day. And so she just encouraged me to find community and find people and that where I could learn more about God and this God who just rescued me. So I did, and began to just completely get rid of the depression. Everything that I had wrong with me was just gone. It was just miraculously gone. And I have made it my life's mission now. I started a group called Compelled by Love, and we go everywhere. These are a few of my friends who are in the group. We go just everywhere, to Pride and to porn conventions and strip clubs, and just love people, because it was that love that I needed, that I was missing my whole life. And so it was that love that just made me realize I had a purpose to live, and so I wanted to just give other people hope. And so that's my life's purpose now. So I just love to share that same hope with you. If you feel depressed, if you feel hopeless, if you feel like you have anxieties or anything that I had or that you have that's different, I would love to offer that same hope to you and pray for you if you want prayer. Because I just feel like it's important to give whatever you got. So that's what I got.
That's super powerful, because when we think about how often we don't see humans as humans with us, how we just kind of unsee people as we walk by, and the power of actually looking at a person and going, I see you as a human, as a person, and then wanting to love them in that moment. And that's huge. I think of in being in the city, of all the people that we can pass by in the city that we don't see as fellow humans. And it's good. It's good to have that perspective, that expansion of love, to know, we love everyone around us. You guys might be shocked to learn that